what makes me proudest is what we did with that majority. The point of getting power, after all, is not to keep it. The point is not just to get your back slapped by more important people in bigger offices with fancier titles after their names. No. The point of getting power is to use it to improve the lives of the people you represent. That is what we do. It's often said that talk is cheap. I'm not sure that will be true in this campaign. But I think action does speak louder than words. So let me tell you what we did with the power you gave us in the State House. We used it to invest in early childhood education. So today, thousands of children all across the state can go to preschool or kindergarten and start first grade ready to learn. Thousands of high school students in Colorado today can get a shot at college thanks to work-study funding and financial aid. That's what we did with the power that you gave us in state legislation. And thousands of Coloradans, most important of all in some ways, thousands of Coloradans today are able to see a doctor or a nurse to get a checkup or a shot instead of being rushed to an emergency room to fight for their lives. That's what we did with the power you gave us in this state Congress. I'm running for the Senate because I think we need the same kind of leadership in Congress. At this time, when too many Americans are losing their jobs or watching their retirement slip away or running even faster just to stay in place, I think we can do better. When too many Americans are paying too much for health insurance that covers too little, and when so many don't have any coverage at all, I think we can do better. And when too many children will go to bed hungry tonight in this, the richest nation on the face of the earth, I think we can do better by them. These problems aren't just abstract questions of public policy, they are intensely personal. I've gotten to know the people I've represented over the last 8 years. I've gotten to hear their hopes and share their fears and earn their trust. I think that made me a better representative. I know it will make me a better senator. I've fought for seniors who need care just to go about their daily chores and made it easier for them to get that care in their own homes. I fought for kids on the Eastern Plains in the San Luis Valley, kids who want to go to school in buildings where the roof isn't caving in and the floorboards aren't rotting. I fought for people with mental illness so that their diseases don't condemn them to the shadows of an underpass or a prison cell or a cemetery. These are the fights worth fighting for. So let me be clear. Colorado is my cause. And when it comes to sticking up for this state and the people who live here, you should know this. I will never, ever give up. Somebody once said there are two kinds of politicians in this world. Those who want to be somebody and those who want to do something. Well, make no mistake about it. I'm running for the United States Senate because I want to get something done. This campaign isn't about my job, it's about yours. It's about the 215,000 Americans who lost their jobs last month and the 65,000 Coloradans who are expected to lose their jobs this year alone. This campaign is about putting America back on track and back to work. So here, in brief, is what I propose. First, we invest in education and training instead of leveraging our economy on financial gimmicks or foreign debt. That's the first order of business for this country. Second, we cut the cost of health care and bring basic, decent, quality medical insurance within reach, not of some Americans, but of all Americans. So we're no longer faced with a bankruptcy. And third, we make our nation and our neighbors less dependent on fossil fuel, so we no longer have to spill our blood or spoil our skies just to power our planet. That's the point. I don't need to take a poll to take a position. This is what I believe. I've heard it said that if you spend all your time on the fence, the only thing you'll get is splinters. You and I will not always agree on every issue, but you will always know where I stand. Over the next year, you're welcome. Over the next year or so, you're going to be able to take a stand, because next year, the people of Colorado, let me say that again, the people of Colorado will get to elect their leaders. I think that is such a radical approach. I think it's the way you ought to run a democracy. I thought we settled that debate in this country at some point in the last couple hundred years. I have spent 16 years registering voters and recruiting volunteers and rallying the troops. This campaign will be no different. My aim is to grow the Democratic Party, not divide it. I'm looking forward to this election because I have faith in the people of Colorado.
We have faith in you!
You and I don't fear democracy, we welcome it. We celebrate it. That's what this campaign is about. I have put my name on the ballot 4 times, and I've won 4 times by taking my case door to door, one voter at a time. I realize that the scale of this race is a little wider, and the stakes are a little higher, and the cover charge may be a little steeper. But I still believe that this contest ought to be decided not by a tap on the shoulder, but by actual voters. I am not entitled to serve in the United States Senate.
You earned it!
Nobody is. You have to earn this job, and that is exactly what I intend to do. So I come home today to ask for your vote and your help. We are building a team in every single county all across Colorado. We've already signed up some 500 volunteers just in the last 2 weeks alone. You can sign up if you haven't had a chance at the table out front, or you can log on to andrewromanoff.com. That's www.andrewromanoff.com to join our team. If you elect me to this seat, I promise you this: I will get up every single morning with one mission in mind, making sure that our children and their children enjoy a higher quality of life and a better standard of living than we did. In the end, that's what drives all Americans. That's the hope that sends us to work every day. That's the care that keeps us up each night. That's the dream that brought my grandparents here, and that's the reason I'm running for the United States Senate. I'd be honored to have your support.